So I would have to ask, what is the Spirit saying to us? Right? You asked me that today. What's the Lord saying? But what is the Lord telling us, right? Jesus, remember when Jesus says, who do you say that I am? Remember he said that? He said it, who do you say that I am? So if we look at Matthew 16:15-17, Simon Peter answered and said, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. And Jesus answered, blessed are you, Simon, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father who is in heaven. So that was revealed by the Holy Spirit, not by any flesh or blood.
Yeah.
He didn't even realize it, just came right out of his mouth, as he knew. So the Spirit was telling him, and he heard what the Spirit was saying, you know. So that's why I have to ask us, what's the Spirit telling us? What are we hearing from? What source are we hearing from? Are we hearing from the Spirit?
Yeah.
Are we hearing from our own flesh? Are we hearing other voices, right? Now, you know, in the next instance, and I always just thought this was so funny, where Jesus commended him, so, oh, blessed are you, because you heard, and you heard what the Spirit revealed. In the next instant, Matthew 16:21-23, you know what I'm going to say, Jesus began to tell them the things that he was going to have to suffer, what his purpose was, in other words, you know, and that he would have to be killed and on the third day be raised up. From that time forth, Jesus began to show his disciples how he must go and suffer these things and be killed. And then Peter, now he's speaking from somewhere else, right? Because Peter took him and began to rebuke him, saying, far be it from thee, Lord, this shall not be unto thee. Then Jesus turned to him and said, Peter, get thee behind me, Satan. Thou art an offense unto me. For you savor not the things that are of God, but those that be of men. So in the flesh, there's a battle between the Spirit and our soul. And following and being led by the Spirit. Because you could be led by the Spirit 1 minute, and the next minute, your own self is saying it. There's where we have to more and more have to be in tune to what he's saying, because what is the Lord saying to us? What Spirit speaking to us now? Is it the Holy Spirit? You know?
Yeah.
The Holy Spirit will reveal, and we need more and more to get into that place where we know God's speaking and we're able to shut out the other sounds and voices and influences, right?
That's right.
So in the flesh, there's always going to be that battle. And more you feel it more. It makes us know we have to get deeper, because we could hear from God really good, and then, you know, then maybe you won't. Because we have to keep our flesh down so that we're able to hear from the Holy Spirit, right?